Hey you guys, we are the Scobeys and we are wedding and elopement photographers based in the beautiful state of Colorado, and we're coming at you today with the top 6 travel photography mistakes that people make and how you can avoid them.
For the past 11 years, we've been lugging our cameras all over the world, over 20 countries, and we've made each of these mistakes. So we want to make sure that you don't make the same mistakes. We're going to walk you through each one and how to avoid them.
Totally, so let's dive in with mistake number 1.
Mistake number 1 is over or under packing. It's really important when you're going on a trip to think about what you're going to be photographing on that trip. Right? So if you're going into the wilderness and you're photographing wildlife, you probably want to bring a telephoto lens. But if you're going into a city and you want to take photos of the architecture or maybe some old church buildings, you're going to want to bring a wide angle lens. Those decisions can be made beforehand, before you leave your house to pack your bag. But maybe you're going on a trip that has a wide variety of things that you want to photograph, and you want to bring a lot of different lenses and equipment. That's okay. What we do when we travel is we bring a gear bag and we home base out of our hotel room or our campsite, and we pack and we repack our bags every day depending on what the itinerary is for the day. So if we're going on a long hike and we're going to be photographing wildlife, we'll bring our telephoto lens and leave that wide angle lens behind. It's really important that we don't overburden ourselves, especially on days where we're going to be walking around a lot. Maybe we're going on a hike, maybe we're walking through a city, because the last thing that we want to do is to get worn out before we hit all of the different locations that we want to shoot. So being able to home base out of your campsite or your hotel room and repack your bag every day allows you to be flexible so that you can meet the needs of the day and get all of the photos that you want to on your trip. Mistake number 2, not having your camera available at all times. If your camera is buried in your camera bag or back in a backpack, it's very unlikely that you're going to have time to get that camera out and take the shot when the moment arises and when the light is perfect. So having your camera on a crossbody strap or connected to a system like this Peak Design system enables you to be able to get that camera up and take the shot as soon as you see it, and making sure that you don't miss the moment.
Today we are in Petra and we're going to be talking about travel photography mistake number 3. So Petra is an incredible location, and in 2007 it was named one of the 7 wonders of the world. And honestly, all you have to do is walk around for a few minutes to really understand why it was named one of those wonders. It is such a beautiful place, and we felt like this was the perfect location to talk about mistake number 3, which is having an over-demanding schedule. So oftentimes when we're planning a trip, it's so easy to just want to cram as many things as you can into every single day because you want to see it all, right? But what can happen is that you see everything on a very tertiary level, you see everything really fast, and it just doesn't give you the kind of time that you need to be intentional to take really beautiful pictures. So instead, what we suggest is to take the time before your trip to really plan out your trip and figure out what your priorities are. What are the places and the things that you have to see, the things that you are really, really excited to get to photograph, and schedule those things in a way that gives you time and margin to do things like scout around, figure out what time of day you want to shoot these locations, and really be able to work your travel schedule around those places that are the number 1 priority for you so that you have time to capture them and photograph them well. Mistake number 4 is forgetting the details. So we are here at the Western Wall, one of the most significant historic sites for the Jewish faith, and it is such a beautiful place, rich with history, and we felt like this would be the perfect place to talk about how both context and detail are so important in storytelling and photography. So when you're in a beautiful place that is rich in history, a mistake that some people make is only taking the scene setting photos, only taking the big, beautiful landscape photos that give context, but forgetting that the details can tell such a beautiful story. So at the Western Wall, it's really important to take both the big shot of the wall and the birds flying around and the tourists milling about, the people praying, but also to take pictures of things like the notes and the cracks in the wall and the things growing out of the wall, right? If you think about National Geographic, when you're flipping through National Geographic, you might see the big beautiful shots of the desert or the plains, but also the people's hands, the farmers' calloused hands, the women pulling water from the well. Those types of things are just as important to the story because they give it this human aspect, this thing that you can see and feel and understand what those things mean to you. And so just don't forget the details. Don't forget to do the big, beautiful context shots and also give meaning to that story with those pulled in close-up detail shots as well. Travel photography mistake number 5 is being so shy or so afraid to kind of get into people's space that you miss some really beautiful photos. So understandably, interacting with total strangers when you travel can be nerve-wracking, right? But sometimes we let that stand between us and a really beautiful story or really beautiful images. So don't be afraid to interact with people. If you don't know if people are going to be comfortable with you photographing them, just ask. Right? It's as simple as, even if there's like a language barrier, it's as simple as just pointing to your camera and pointing to them. And the worst thing that can happen is they can say no. But for us, sometimes when we travel, it is a really cool thing to be able to include people and new friends and relationships in the story of the place because that's such a huge and beautiful part of the story. So one thing that we do is when we travel, we always take one of these Fujifilm Instax printers. And what that allows us to do is it allows us to leave the people with something, the people that we photograph with something. So we will just print out an image that we took on this and then give it to them as like a little gift or a little keepsake so that they can see the images that we took that they are showcased in.
All right, so mistake number 6 is rushing your shot. When you come to a beautiful place like this, like the city of Petra, it's really tempting to just grab one photo and move on to the next thing. There are thousands of beautiful photos that we could get in this space. But if you slow the process down, you take your time, you find the right place, the right location, you wait until the light is right, your photo is going to be infinitely better than that first snapshot that you take. So slow yourself down, build time into your schedule so that you can be intentional about the photos that you're taking, and you'll end up with a much better photo.
So there you have it, the top 6 travel photography mistakes and how you can avoid them. We hope that these tips have been so helpful for you guys and that you can apply them the next time you have the chance to travel somewhere new with your camera.
Yeah, so hop in the comments and tell us, where are you going next with your cameras? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you know when we go live with more content.
Yes, and if you're just getting started in photography and kind of learning your way around the camera, we've created a free resource just for you. It walks you through the 3 most important camera settings and how to get really, really good at understanding them. So if you want access to that resource, just click the links below or go to manualbootcamp.com and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Yeah, see ya.